Hello students, welcome to Academia. Today I will discuss lipid. The lipids are defined to be the esters of higher aliphatic acids which are insoluble in water. First of all, we should know that where from the word lipid come. The word lipid is derived from the Greek word lipos. So this word Now lipos. What is the meaning of lipos? Lipos means fat. Biological lipids are a chemically diverse group of organic compounds which are insoluble in water. So this is the most important property of lipid. Generally, in our practical examples, we see that we cannot mix oil and water together. There is no solution. Some soluble solvents are there where the lipids are soluble, like ether, chloroform or benzene. Lipids are hydrophobic in nature. Now the meaning of hydrophobic is the substances which repel water. Due to the predominance of the hydrocarbon chains, the lipids are basically hydrophobic in nature. So they have chains in their structures. Lipids are the chief storage of energy. Fat and oils are the principal stored forms of energy in many organisms. Lipids also participate in oxidative phosphorylation. Many lipid molecules are amphipathic. In the aqueous environment, lipid molecules associate by non-covalent interactions to form supramolecular structures like micelles. Now we move to the classification of lipids. In the classification, number 1 is simple lipid. Number 2, compound lipids. Next, number 3, steroids or sterols, and number 4, hydrocarbons. So these are the basic classification of lipid. Now we go one by one to see the detailed structure and detailed classification of the lipids. In the simple lipid, there are true fats. The true fats are the esters of fatty acids with glycerol and are generally called triglycerides. So they have glycerol in their structure. And next classification is the waxes. These are esters of fatty acids with alcohol. Other than glycerol. So between the true fat and waxes are one having the glycerol and another having the alcohol group. After simple lipid, there are phospholipids. Three types of phospholipids have been identified. They are phospholipids are of three types: lecithin, capelin, sphingomyelin, and plasmalogen. So among the lipids, some lipids are very important and they are present in different parts of our body. Some are present as neuronal lipids and are responsible for different kind of disorders also. These lipids are identified by using different stains and the histological tissue processing steps. So next one is the glycolipids, or they are also known as cerebrosides. And another name of glycolipids are glycosphingosides. They are abundant in brain and they are characterized by the presence of galactose. And these cerebrosides are important lipid which can be identified by using special stain. So far, three cerebrosides have been identified. They are phrenosine, kerosene, and narvon. Cerebrosides are very important lipids present in our nervous system. After the glycolipids, next one is the gangliosides. So they contain some components like sphingosine, fatty acid, hexose, hexosamine, and sialic acid. They are basically found in nerve cells. Besides, they are found in spleen and red blood corpuscles. The next classification is lipoproteins. The protein molecules conjugated with neutral fats, cholesterol, or phospholipids are known as lipoproteins. Number 5 is sulfolipids. They are the sulfuric ester of sphingosine, cerebronic acid, and galactose. The largest amount has been observed in white matter of brain. So these lipids are also found in the nerve tissue. The largest amount of sulfatides are observed in white matter of brain. After the compound lipids, the third classification is sterols or steroids. So they are not true fats. Steroids are not true fats. They are derivatives of phenanthrene and are widely distributed in all cells. So the distribution of steroids are wide. They are found almost all cells. The most important steroid is cholesterol. Already we have discussed about the cholesterol, which is the mother substance of different type of steroid hormones. So after the steroids, there are hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons are the substances which have got no structural relationship to fatty acid. They have no structural relationship, but they are grouped as lipid for their similar solubility properties. So that is the reason. So these are the 4 classes of lipids: simple lipid, compound lipid, then steroids and hydrocarbons. So this is a very brief discussion about the different classification of the lipids. In the functions of lipid, first of all, they serve as a storage form of metabolic fuel. They provide the structural components of membrane like phospholipids, glycolipids, galactolipids, sphingolipids, etc. As we know that the cell membrane having most amount of lipids than the proteins, so these lipids help in the structure formation as well as in the functioning of the cell membrane. They also serve as pigment, hormones, signaling molecules and cofactors. So in this discussion there is a brief classification as well as the brief functioning of the lipids are discussed. Hope you students can understand. If you have any query, any question, you can ask me during the class. Thank you.